Okay, hi guys. This is a video I just thought to do after doing this page today. So I posted to Facebook that I was working on one of my assignments from Mindy Murphy's Lacefield's class, Primitive Portraits. And this is the first assignment. So we were supposed to do a sketch or a few sketches, and then also do some sketches and watercolor them. I chose to do all of that on the same sketch, and this is the Large Delusions journal. And I finally found something that does not work well in this book. So if you see, I can zoom you in a little bit, all these spots here. Let's bring you in a little bit. So all of these spots here, these are where the paper was just pilling, and little bits of the paper were balling up on the top and just coming right off, and they were taking the paint with them as it was getting wet. And when I was doing this, I used, you can see it has a little bit of a stenciled background, but other than that it was raw paper. And I had used a couple different kinds of pencil on here, and then just a traditional Lowell Cornell watercolor set. So I would not recommend doing that kind of watercolor in this book without doing some sort of surface prep to the page. You could try ground for pastels. I don't know if there's a ground for watercolor. I'm just having that thought at the moment. There may be. If there isn't, there should be. But I would definitely prep the page first. Now, Claudia Rossi asked me if I had used Neocolor 2s in the book. And I was pretty sure I did. Where, I don't know. The other thing about this journal is you can see, oh, let me zoom you out. Let's see. You can see right here. So if this journal is made to use Diane Reevely's ink. My computer's making noise. But if you get a lot of ink in here and you really saturate it, it goes right through the spine and leaks to all the other pages, which is what this is. So I did a page that was very inky, and I forgot to put masking tape over the spine, and that's what happened. These are all painted pages. Painted, 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 painted collage. This one, I believe, has some Neocolor 2 in the background, but it also has a lot of gesso and some paint. And I don't think I used the Neocolor 2s activated with water. I think I used it with gesso. This one's very inky, and it's one of the ones that leaked. Yeah. Okay, let's see. These are all painty, 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 painty. I guess this page is just really thick. It feels like two pages stuck together. See, now again, this one, this face is done with Neocolor 2, but I activated the Neocolor with gesso. I didn't use paint, water. So I am going to, I told Claudia I would do an experiment. This one, again, she's painted and has some Neocolor 2s, but activated with gesso. So let's do some experiments. There's one of the inky pages that leaked because I used too much ink. So tape the spine. If you're going to do something like that, tape the spine. The paper reacts fine to the ink. It doesn't pill or anything. It just leaks straight through the spine, so you have to put some tape there. Okay, so here's this one. So there are two kinds of paper in this journal. So if you look here, you'll see some pages are white and some are this manila cardstock. So she was done on the manila cardstock. So these have been gessoed, so you can't tell. See, I gessoed the back side of her page. So I'm going to skip ahead a couple pages, and I've got my tray of aqua crayons. I have two different kinds. I have the Cretacolor Aqua Sticks, and I have Neocolor 2s. So we are going to do some experimenting, and I'm going to do one here, and then we're going to skip ahead a few more pages and to the white section, and I'll do one on the white paper, and we are going to see what happens. I am hoping nothing, but we'll see, I guess. Put some stuff away. Okay. I'm going to use the same brush I used before on the other face, and we're going to just do some, you know, abstract colors. And just for the sake of the experiment, I'll use the same colors on each page. And we'll see what happens. And we'll, you know, when I do faces, I tend to kind of use a scrubbing motion. And if you don't have good paper, it will pill, which is what that did. So we'll use the same kind of motion. I used this blue brush. Let me turn the light on. There we go. Can you guys see? Let's see. Oops. Helps if I don't get my thumb in the way, right? Okay. I'm going to stand up so you guys can see what I'm doing. I can see it. Yep, see? Look, that it's pilling. I didn't even get too much water on there, and I'm blotting it off on the rag next to me. So this is a manila cardstock, and it definitely pills. Yeah, it's pilling. So I don't know if you guys can see that. See the little grains of, see if I can get you in real close. That's as close as I can get you. So you can see those little grains of fiber, paper fibers right there, okay? So I'm going to wipe that off. Okay, and I'm going to stick a magazine page in there. And so that's the manila cardstock. Let's skip ahead to the white. Let's see what happens. This is the first time I've done anything in this book that I don't like. I like the Delusions journal, but I do have to say, these kind of issues are why I started making my own journals in the first place. And when I make a journal, I generally use mixed media or watercolor paper because I got sick of things pilling when I wanted to go use some kind of watercolor media with water. Drove me crazy. Now those pills were, I think, already on the brush, so I don't think, let's not count those because I think they were already on the brush. Okay, I have to say to you, it's pilling a little bit. No, it's pilling. Never mind. I was going to say, but not as much, but you know what? It's pilling. Okay, so this is just with water. Okay, I'm going to zoom you back out again. So if you take the same three colors, you activate them with gesso. I'm going to use a little bit bigger brush. This will show you what difference you get in color intensity. Okay, so see, these are the same two colors. This one's water, this one's gesso. But also look, it's not pilling. Because you're using basically an acrylic medium, not water, I think that's why. Okay, so that's with gesso on the white paper. It does pill, but not as much with water. It doesn't pill at all when you use gesso. And then if we put this over here, we go back to this page, and we do that again. Where's my other crayon? See, it doesn't pill at all. And you'll notice the color intensity is different on this paper than it was in the other paper because this has got a cream colored background. So it's good to know these things going forward. I like this journal for paint. I like this journal for collage. I like it a lot, whether you have the big one or the little one. It will work with the Neocolors if you know what reaction you're going to get and you know how to work around it. So this, I usually, when I'm going to use the Neocolors in here, activate them with gesso. This would be why. I thought I would try it today with water and had bad results. So now I'm not going to do that again. I hope this gives somebody else some help in deciding how to use their journal if you already have one, and or deciding if you're going to buy one. So definitely also I think it's a pretty good sketchbook because I like the paper for sketching. It's nice thick paper. Some of your juicier markers may bleed through, but I don't think it would be a big deal. So anyway, I hope that gives you all some help, some tips, some hints. And don't forget to go out today and do something nice for yourself. You deserve it. See you later.